What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another unboxing video brought to you by Bearded Kaijus Unboxing Reviews. If you guys like the channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, share with anybody you think would like the content of this channel. Also, hit that bell notification so you're notified right away when I drop videos like this one. Yeah, we are back for another amazing unbox day, and this one is courtesy of a friend and co-host of the Monsters with Attitude crew. But we'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, it's such a great figure. This one I've had a love-hate with it. At one moment I was like, nah, I don't want it, and then I see it, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of do. And then the next minute it's like, oh, I really don't need it. And then the next minute it's like, oh man, I really want one. Those are really cool. They're growing on me and stuff like that. So, and it happens. It happens, I think, to a lot of collectors where, at one moment you don't think you want something, and then all of a sudden it's like you change your mind or something and you changes. So if it's maybe you're collecting journey or what you want to collect, just stuff like that happens and everything. And that kind of what happened to me for this particular figure and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of crazy that I first paid no expense, and everything, and then all of a sudden like really wanted it, really wanted to hunt it down, but I wanted a particular version and stuff like that. So I wasn't in a hurry to get it, and I was like, you know what, if I get it, I get it. If I don't kind of thing, but I wouldn't mind having it kind of thing. So collector brain kind of thing, where it's just, it's kind of up in the air, then sometimes you want it and whatever. So, but yeah, we'll get right into it. With this one, I do not have a box for it. It did not come with a box, unfortunately. You guys know how I'm sticklers for boxes and stuff like that, but because of the price and the quality of this and who I was buying it from, I was okay with it, honestly, because everything was good, price was good, quality was good, and I trusted this person. So um, I just went for it and stuff like that. It's just to have it and stuff. So, um, but yeah, I will put up a picture of the box on screen and stuff like that, so you guys can at least see what it looks like and everything like that. So it is an exclusive figure and everything. So don't get it twisted where it's just a normal release and everything like that. But we'll get into that also later and everything. But yeah, it's just your typical box with the brown box with a black print on it of said figure and stuff. And that's what, for all these releases, that's kind of what it was. I believe I haven't seen all the boxes for all the figures kind of thing. So maybe some of them actually were colored. So I'm not really sure. But yeah, I mean, nothing too much to go over with the box and everything, but it's still cool to see and everything like that. And just notice the unique sticker that is on it. It's black and red, a little bit different. And I will also get into that a little bit later and everything, because this is and it's exclusive, but it's not just a Rick exclusive. It is another website or company, if you will, exclusive that they commissioned X Plus to be able to release it under them exclusively. So, but yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the figure and show off this bad boy. And here he is. It's absolutely insane that I was able to get this guy. Like I said, it love hate with this guy. One moment I want him, the next moment I didn't, kind of thing. And yeah, it's just kind of a crazy journey sometimes how you get figures and stuff like that where you're just not expecting them or least expecting them, and they just kind of pop up on you and everything, and you're like, holy crap. It's pretty crazy. And lately, honestly, for me personally, that has happened for a couple of my grails, and it's pretty nuts, honestly. I can't believe that they've popped up and I've been able to acquire them with the help with some friends and stuff like that. And obviously I'll give a shouts out to them, once I get the figures in hand and everything like that, and they're all in my possession and stuff like that. But yeah, it's super crazy sometimes how collecting goes and everything. But when it happens in your favor, you are over the moon, you are the happiest. I mean, you feel like a kid again, stuff like that, because the hunt is over, the wait is over, and you finally get what you've really been wanting. Um, so yeah, this is the X Plus 7 net limited exclusive Godzilla 1954 Train Biter bronze version edition. Um, a lot to say, but that's exactly what it is. And also with that, it was also an commemoration of the release of the animated Godzilla movies, the number one and number two, because those movies were released in 2018, and so was this figure. 7net partnered with X Plus to get them to uh, get this figure under their banner and release it under their website. So they are a Japanese toy retailer that sells things. So they got into a deal with X Plus to able to release this figure on their site only, but in this special colorway, which is just all bronze looking and stuff like that. Like I said, also with the commemoration of the anime Godzilla movies and stuff like that. So that's really special. I think that's really, really cool. You know, companies do that every now and again. They want an exclusive figure and they want it under, just their website or their company. And they'll make deals all the time. I mean, you see it with collecting companies all the time with exclusive figures, with extras, here, extras there, and all this stuff. And they just want to make it where people want their figure and they're going to come to their website or their company and acquire it, kind of thing. So yeah, that's why this is kind of really special and really cool and very different. Like I said, this is the 1954 Train Biter. Obviously, the famous scene of Godzilla lifting the train car in his mouth and everything and throwing it to the ground and everything like that. Very iconic scene. And this is a Japanese artist rendition of that particular scene. The artist behind this was Ryu Oyama, and he's very well known actually in the toy business or sculpting business kind of thing. He does the Ultra series remix. He's also responsible for the 3-0 sculpts that you've seen. I've actually done a couple reviews on my channel of the Ultraman Zero and the Ultraman Belial. He actually sculpted, I believe, the Belial figure and stuff like that. So he does amazing art, amazing sculpts. He's even done the gigantic Godzilla 1995, the Burning Godzilla. So like he's well known. He's done some really great pieces and stuff like that. He has a very particular style, I'd say, where he's very stylized, very different look and different feel to the said figures and stuff like that. Gives it more of a rugged, unique, like I said, not suit accurate or screen accurate, but he puts his own flair on certain things and everything that he does. That he just kind of want to put his stamp on things, which is amazing, stuff like that. And people flock to that kind of stuff and everything if they're not looking for the standard, typical look of the film accurate or screen accurate kind of figures and stuff like that. They want more like a flair to it and everything. He's definitely the guy for it, and he's done some tremendous pieces, like I said and mentioned. But yeah, he's responsible for this particular one. And you can kind of tell, honestly, with the kind of look with it and everything, because as you can see here, like in the film, obviously he didn't have the other two car pieces connected, when he had it in his mouth. He wasn't holding one in his hand, and stuff like that. So he kind of exaggerated that look. But what it is. It's the Godzilla Train Biter kind of scene from 1954 or Gojira. And so it's, it's like I said, he puts his own flair on it and everything. With the look of Godzilla and everything too, it's just, it definitely speaks to his work and everything like that. Especially if you've had a couple pieces, in your collection from him, or you're a fan of his stuff. You can just kind of tell his stuff apart from everybody else, which is really, really great, and stuff. So yeah, just amazing, amazing looking Godzilla figure here. I kind of twisted around for you and everything to give you a full 360 look. And like I said, it's all bronze. There's no definition really to it whatsoever. It's just a bronze color. I'm not particularly know why 7net actually picked the bronze color in particular. Maybe to make it look more like a statue and everything. Where it kind of looks like you have that on your shelf and everything, or in your space. And it's a very unique take to it and everything. 4 different releases of this particular figure. Honestly, maybe even 5, honestly, if you're including the standard, because the standard actually came with just the figure itself. It actually didn't have this base with it. It was just the figure, and everything. So there was several releases of this thing. There was even several Wonderfest releases, exclusives of this guy, along with the 7net exclusive of this guy. The Wonderfest releases were a natural color look to him and stuff. He originally was released in the monochrome black and white kind of look to him, depicting, 1954 when it was black and white and everything. You didn't see the color. But they did a special colorway of, that where, Godzilla was the natural color. They actually had color on like the bridge and the base, along with the train and everything like that. It actually had color too. So there was that. And then they also had, obviously you can see his eyes, they're white looking and stuff like that. They actually did the actual like white look, like GMK look, to one of the releases, and changed up the colors like of the train and everything, and actually made one having the light up dorsals and stuff like that. So that was in a release. This was obviously released too and everything. So this guy's gotten several releases and stuff like that, but some very limited more than others. I don't know the run on this particular bronze train biter, but I just know that it's the one that kind of everybody is looking for and really wants, just because it's so unique. And this was kind of, you ordered it and that was it. Like that was the only run of it, so if they, if maybe only 50 people ordered it, that's all there was 50 of them, kind of thing. So who knows what the actual run is. And if you do, please, I would love to know, leave a comment and stuff like that in this video. I would love to know how limited this is. But I know it was limited because they advertised it as limited. So it could have only been a few hundred. I know some of the Wonderfest releases actually were only limited to 100 pieces. So those might be even more limited than this guy. But it just seems like this particular release is the most sought after, the most prized one that you can see, because you just don't see a lot of them. But you also don't see a lot of the natural colors also, just because they are so limited too. So you're really typically going to see the monochrome black and white with just the figure, or the monochrome with the base actually too. So it just depends, kind of thing. But this is one of the colorways that I really wanted if I was to get this one. It was this one, or one of the natural colorways and stuff like that, one of the exclusives. Just because I wanted something more. I didn't want black and white. I collect a lot of X Plus. You've seen those on my channel here. And I wanted something more to break it up, to leave more of an impression on my shelf, to people to notice it, instead of it just kind of fading in and blending into the sea of gray and stuff like that, as a lot of us have called it and stuff when you are collecting a lot of X Plus. A lot of the Godzilla figures are all, that gunmetal gray, black, lots of shading, all those deeper colors just kind of all get blended into the same, and that's kind of all you see. So I wanted something different. So I was going to go with, like I said, the natural color, which would break it up, brighten it up a little bit with some actual color into it and stuff, or this actual all bronze one, which will definitely attract the eyes. You're like, oh wow, that sticks out because that's all bronze compared to these grays and stuff like that. I'm going to take him off the base here so we can get a good look at the base a little bit. I mean, the Godzilla is obviously the main feature, but the base is pretty cool too. So as you can see here, right here, as you can see there, that is a bridge. That is the Sukiya Bridge or the Sukibashi Bridge. What actually was in the film where he actually destroys it or walks across it and stuff like that, and you can actually see it in the film. And then right here is kind of like a wave or a splash from like him going across it and stuff like that. Now, in the movie, he doesn't destroy it like this. He kind of more kind of walks across it, but also like puts a hole into it and stuff like that, and just kind of keeps walking. So they exaggerated the destruction of the actual bridge. But what's cool is that they actually put this bridge in the actual sculpt and the base and stuff like that to make it more meaningful, than just a, banged up, with rubble kind of base and everything like that. So I know the base is kind of hard to see and everything because it's all kind of one color. I'll try to put up pictures of the others and maybe you can kind of see the base with actual color in it and detail and stuff. But like I said, I think this is basically a wave of water coming up. In the back here is kind of just debris and rubble and stuff where his tail is. And as you come around here, it's just kind of more like ground and stuff like that and debris and stuff. But the biggest thing on this whole base is right here is the bridge itself. Like I said, which is kind of really cool that they took a scene from the movie and placed it in here. It was a very popular bridge or a well-known bridge in Ginza and everything like that, where Godzilla was and did attack or go through, and stuff like that. The Tsukibashi Bridge was demolished in real life after the actual making of Godzilla 1954. So it's kind of cool. Cool to have that history, in a figure, and it's always going to be remembered and everything like that. So I think that's really special and everything. And I love that this base is with the figure. It adds more to the figure, more depth, more story to it. Because like I just told you, the kind of the history and the reasoning of this actual bridge that's in there and everything, and it just puts it into the figure. And obviously, you can see the train in his mouth is another scene from 54 and stuff like that. So it's cool to have several scenes in one figure, and it just makes that figure more special in every single way because there's more meaning to it and everything. So I love bases. I think they just add so much to them. Not enough, I think, that we get for bases. Maybe not all figures need them, but I think some do. And it just adds another level to figures and everything like that. So just really, really cool. And here's a close up. I'll get you guys of the train and everything and the detail of his ugly mug. And like I said, he has like the pupils. He has no pupils that, resemble the GMK, which what makes GMK so famous and everything is the no pupils or nothing like that, just white eyes and everything. And this kind of resembles that too. Even though they are painted bronze and everything, you can still see it just really pop out in this figure and stuff like that. And like I said, Ryu Oyama, like I said, was the one who sculpted this. And like I said, you can just tell with his sculpting, his uniqueness, it's just gritty kind of looking, more, as I will steal a saying from my good friend Joe, it's more visceral and everything like that. Honestly, he just looks just mean and just tough, and just the skin is just jagged and rough, and it just looks like it could just shred skin, and everything realistically. And it's just his cool take to the actual character himself. and everything. I mean, even his feet, where he kind of narrowed the ankles and stuff like that, exaggerated the nails on his toes and his fingers, is just really, really cool. He even changed up, I think, the dorsals a little bit, not too crazy. It actually looks like they are a little bit small in a way. So, like, he did that, even the neck here going up with the dorsals and stuff like that are even, I think, bigger than what they normally are, because I don't they started getting smaller, at the top of his back of his head or top of his head, and work down and stuff like that. So very different take on it and everything. And like I said, the whole um Godzilla actually even holding the train and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's a different take on it, but it's really cool take on it, honestly. And like I said, I wasn't sold on getting this for a 54 because I'm really a stickler for like suit accuracy, screen accuracy kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, it's okay, it's cool, but like I kind of want something that's more real and everything. And since then I've gotten the Sakai 54, which is just, I mean, identical to what we got in the movie. So I was like, you know what, it's okay to kind of get something like this and everything different into the collection and stuff. And it's really cool. And like I said before, I mentioned, I got it from a friend and co-host of Monster with Attitudes, which I'm a part of. And yeah, Cody Kirsch, or Cody Kush, I should call him, honestly. Um, I got it from him. He sold it to me, gave me a good price on it and everything. And I was just really happy to get it from him and stuff like that. Like I said, this was one of the colorways I was going to get or wanted to get and everything. And if I wasn't going to get this colorway or one of the other ones, I wasn't going to get it. So luckily he was selling and stuff like that. I helped him out. He helped me out, kind of thing. So thank you so much, Cody. I do appreciate this. Sorry, it's taken a little bit to get to this review. Like I said, lots of things that are always coming in, and I have lots of stuff that I have backlogs that I still have to do. So trying to get to them little by little. But yeah, it's just a great piece. I absolutely love it. Happy to have it in my collection. Mind you, like I've said this before, like 54 isn't a film that I go back and watch all the time. I'm not into that very gloomy, brooding, very serious Godzilla films. To me, Godzilla is very fun and joyful and, action, kind of thing. And I get, where 54 is, and I get what it means, and I appreciate it, all that stuff. I really do. It's just a film that I just don't go back to, and stuff like that. And that's okay, and maybe some people are like that too. But like I know where Godzilla came from. I know what the message is for Godzilla. I know all of that stuff. I don't need to be reminded of it every time. And it's just one of those films like, man, like I just don't want to be depressed every time I watch a Godzilla film, honestly. So it's just one of those ones that gets put on the back burner and everything. But I do appreciate, 54 for what it is and for what it did. And, it started this whole thing, for Godzilla and in my life and a lot of other people's lives for loving the character and everything like this. So I do like representing the 54 in my collection in some way. I do have a lot of 54 figures, honestly, and stuff like that. So, and I still love them all and everything. So, and this is no exception, honestly. So I think that is it. Like I said, thank you, Cody. I do appreciate it. I love having this in the collection. It sticks out more than the others and everything like that. So it's just a really, really cool piece, and I dig it. I really do. So yeah. So with that, we're gonna get out of here. And just a reminder, 800 subscribers, doing my next giveaway. I'm, just thank you guys for all the support, the comments, the likes, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate, that you guys are watching my stuff and everything. I just want to give back to you guys and everything. So always, thank you. And follow me on my socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, part of Monsters with Attitudes, like I've stated. We do a whole bunch of different segments, box days. We do a show a month, talking about different topics or issues, even new movies, all this kind of stuff. Just a really fun time with other Godzilla fans like me and like you guys who are watching this video. So go check us out and on the socials and everything like that. We're on basically everything, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So go check us out there. Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Appreciate everything, you guys. And of course, until next time, later.